Drink your Saturdays away because there's absolutely nothing else to do.
Where's Jeff and the boys? Man?
I don't know. I don't even know. Is it Saturday? I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Shit, innit?
Been to work. Now 5 o'clock. We should be interviewing fans at this point. After a win over Sheffield United.
3-0 win over Sheffield. Get the fans buzzing. Woos all over the shop. Pasties all over.
Nothing. I'm lonely.
Fuck all. Haven't even got Jeff and the boys in with.
Nothing. Can't even get anything to replace. Can't even take an interest in lower leagues like Sunderland. Can't even tune in any of that. Yeah.
Netflix soon though, innit?
Netflix soon. We'll be racking that though. Something I Die Part 2. Lovely stuff. No whoop whoop chicken soup for tea tonight.
Fuck all.
Fuck all. But what is next is the question on everyone's lips, and that's what we're talking about in this video. What's next for the Premier League? What's next for the Champions League? And what's next for Euro 2020? So starting off with the Premier League, obviously next Thursday they're going to have a meeting and potentially announce what's coming. How are they going to take the league forward, basically? Because obviously when they came out and they've said that it's going to finish and then it's going to start again on the 4th of April, they're saying that's going to start from Bournemouth away in Newcastle's case. So then when are they going to end up catching up with Sheffield United? When are they going to catch up with Man City? Is it Villa we've got in another game?
Yeah, Villa.
The quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Obviously Man City and those other teams that have the luxury of playing the Champions League. They need to catch them up. Even Man City had the game against Arsenal in the Premier League postponed last week, which was the first Premier League game to be postponed. So, I mean, where do they go from here? I mean, on Sky Sports they said that there was a 75% chance that they're not going to get completed. Game over. Cancellation.
Yeah,
Void.
That's what I think. Like, we are going to just be set so far back. Like, when it does come back, it'll have to like run through the summer. And we're going to be like 4 weeks behind. And we're not going to have much of a summer break. Like the Euros will probably be cancelled. Like it's just going to be like a total backlog now. Like we're just going to like totally fuck ourselves up. I think the only way I see it, I think this is going to last a lot longer.
It's only going to get a lot worse before it gets any better.
I'm going to say the 4th of April, that's the earliest. But that's going to be fucking delayed as well. Like it's going to be another month, maybe 2 months after that, I reckon. So,
there's no way there's going to be football being played again in 3 weeks' time. It just came out in the last hour that Spain's on lockdown.
Yeah.
Nobody can leave the house in Spain.
Euros, definitely cancelled.
Game hour. You can forget about that.
Olympics in fucking Tokyo, definitely cancelled.
Game over, man. The only places that are actually getting better is Asia because they've been through the worst of it, you'd hope.
Yeah.
Obviously, their data has done a massive decrease compared to deaths and people that have got it because every fucker's already had it. But it still will be nowhere near capable to hold the Olympics event in a few months' time.
Renty's on the prime position.
I know, the questions, man.
On the 111, if
111.
If you need help, just get Renty a ring.
Ask for Renty, Divot, I'm not even on the phones anymore. Promotion.
Someone's getting the most out of coronavirus.
Oh, you've got to get it somehow. I just should have opened up a soap shop like Soldier Boy. You see that? a month ago, Soldier Boy bought all the soap. He's seen it coming, Soldier Boy. He bought all the soap in California now. He's charging 10 times the price. Lovely stuff. Pussy in the background. So we'll let that out. Hey, you going, ginger tits?
Fucking claw on the dog. Fucking callback. Fucking claw on the dog.
Best tackle callbacks made in years. But it is mad. I mean, for me, you think it's going to get cancelled. Yeah. I was always leaning towards that they'll just carry it on through the summer because the Euros is getting cancelled. Definitely. That'll get announced next week, I'm sure. So I was thinking, and this was nice, we were talking about this in the pub last night. St James's Park, sunny June, sunny July.
That would be
basking in the glory. Not getting pissed on and snowed on the fan cams for a change would be extra lovely.
It'd be like the 2018 World Cup. Remember when that was like just proper lush?
Oh, aye.
Like just that at the end of the Premier League, FA Cup final, Champions League final, out in the sun.
Make a day of it.
Lovely.
I'm all for this beer garden weather when Newcastle are playing like.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Instead of fucking, honestly, like December nights.
Winter nights, dark, cold, miserable.
Windy as you, knee storm Dennis. Just clear as day, sunny as you, tan on the ground. And beer garden, pre-match beer garden, post-match beer garden, drinking until the sun goes down. 10 o'clock at night.
Sexy.
So that's a positive you can take. Always look at the positives in life. And that's one of them
we'll get there.
Sunny weather. But that's the thing. Or we're going to get... If the football's cancelled now, and it doesn't come back until August, I honestly don't know what I'm going to do.
No. I reckon it's
April, May, June, July, like half a year without football. Yeah. It's bad enough when there's no World Cup or Euros.
No.
And that July to May till July, or May till August, pretty much seems like the longest few months of your life. Just hide another couple of months on there. Fuck me, awful.
I reckon that's the way it's leading, because let's say there's just going to be such a backlog. I think it's going to be hard to catch up on the games. Like the 4th of April, it's going to be pushed way beyond that.
That's what I mean. If it did come in the 4th of April, then you would be able to catch up with those 2 or 3, play the odd midweek game. But it's never going to be ready for April, man.
Like that seems like so long. We're saying like 3 weeks of football. What we're going to do with ourselves?
Try fucking 6 months.
I was going to say that's not even the tip of the iceberg. That's like it's going to be.
We haven't even set sail.
No, it's going to be so much worse than that. So we're just going to have to just hold on, and I don't even know what the answer is. Like that isn't really a solution. We're just going to have to just be patient. Like it's obviously the right move. Like no one wants this. It's fucking bullshit. But it's had to happen. Unfortunately, like this is definitely the route we've had to take. It's sensible. You can't have 52,000 people in St James's coughing all over each other.
Nah.
Just like all over the world, like just stadiums full. Can't do it. Like people are gonna fucking die. Like the death toll is gonna rise if just everyone's pedaled into one place.
The world, because fans wouldn't listen, man. Like people who had the cough and that and or feeling unwell now would have still attended St James's part of the day.
Yeah, of course.
They would have still attended grounds across the country to watch the match, because instead of sitting in the house bored, they just I'll go to the match, it's only a couple of hours, and then like you say, the spread of it is just how easy it is to contract it, like how contagious it is scary. So it's definitely the best move. Like it's just a massive shame because we're all bored out with tits. But how do you decide then? So say they come out next week and say, yeah, Void cancel the rest of the season. Where do we stand with that? Do Liverpool get given the title? Do they just sack the season off? Liverpool is a bit of an easier option, I think. It's relegation that gets me.
Yeah.
So what you
like Liverpool's piss clear. Liverpool are going to win the league.
It's not even like 1 point or 2 point, but relegation's so tight. Those 3 teams that are in there now, there's no way they're going to let the Premier League go. He's a relegated. He's like 9 games to go, all them points to play for. Sorry, down you go. There'll be suits, like lawsuits all over the shop. All over the shop.
Norwich are pretty much down.
But we've seen great escapes before.
Yeah, of course we have. Like
they beat fucking Liverpool,
especially like whoever's like in 18th. I think it's Bournemouth in it, but Bournemouth could easily stay up. So you can't just relegate Bournemouth because of where they are now.
Karen Brady, West Ham chairman, came out today. We should just end the season now. Was that because you just scraped up the relegation?
Karen, you're sitting in 16th.
She wouldn't be saying that to a second bottom, would she? Any chance?
Oh yeah, just relegate one mate, might as well.
I end the season.
Imagine fucking Eddie Howe just like. And just getting relegated this season, Eddie. Might as well miss it.
Might as well. Daft. I kind of get my head around what they would do with that. I seen the day that apparently the Bundesliga are going to are going to extend the amount of teams that are in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
So
they're going to have relegate 5 teams next season.
So no one goes down, and the top 2-3 teams that are in the Bundesliga second are going to go up.
The big Bundesliga.
Junior Bundesliga.
I heard that. So next season there'll be like 5 teams relegated. Like, that'll be a mad scrap. That
no good for Newcastle.
Fuck that shit. It would be interesting though. Like the relegation battle will be fucking so tight.
It'll be class.
Class will be entertaining.
If you ain't involved in it.
if you ain't thick in it. Unless you're like fucking Leipzig or fucking Dortmund or something like that, or us from another country watching in. Class.
Yeah.
If you're stuck in that zone, like imagine finishing like 15th. Still getting relegated. Listen, that.
People would be like at the head runner because they'd be like, we're safe now, we're on 44 points, 15th. Not this year.
Any other year that would be sound, but this year I enjoy the championship.
That's how I kind of get my head around them not finishing the season, because I don't know how they come to the conclusion of like, if they just void it now and pretend the season never happened, nobody gets crowned champions, nobody gets relegated, or if they do, and then teams go down with points to play. That's kind of, in European places, not how tight Europe is.
Yeah. I think UEFA and FIFA or whoever is involved, like we need to come together and sort
all together now.
We need to sort it out all together.
All together now.
We need to sort it out all together. And like every league in Europe should do the same thing. I think if like the Bundesliga do that and we do something else, someone's gonna be unhappy. Like someone will be like, why have they done it that way and we're doing it this way? Like someone's gonna miss out. So if we all just do the same thing, no one can really complain. So if people are getting relegated or like more teams getting promoted or whatever, more teams in the league, at least everyone's in the same boat.
It totally fucks up the format though, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
It's just mad.
There's no good solution. No. Whatever happens, it's gonna be shit on someone. Like imagine if Liverpool don't win the league. That would be fucking mad.
Especially how clear, it's all banter and all that, but how clear ahead they are. It's like how many, they're fucking pissed that they've been champions since December or something.
But then it's gonna come to, what about people like with season tickets? Like, we've attended so many games this season. For what?
What about them tickets that people have already bought for the City game, for obviously today's game against Sheffield United, obviously every other club that pay X amount for Arsenal fans and who pay silly money for season tickets? Like, do they get the next 10 games at the start of the next season free? It's just totally messed everything up. Like, and the entire, it's just a pure shambles now. Like,
it's like all like the time and emotion and money we've put into this season. For what? You know, absolute fucking massive waste of time. Like, us standing outside St James's interviewing people and that, like, what was the fucking point?
Relegation was never a threat. It actually knew.
It didn't come to anything anyway. So I think that there's got to be a resolution, but I just really don't know what. Like, it's going to take time. It's going to take another month or so. Like, you can't just come to one meeting and go,
and next Thursday.
Well, we'll just, like the FIFA owners not just meeting KFC and that now, and maybe I'll just do that.
Got half an hour. Car parking space was out in half an hour, so someone quickly come up with something good.
I'll get it out, Aldi.
Who's got the idea? Fucking fastest finger first.
And like, someone's going to be upset, someone's going to be disappointed, someone's going to lose out. Some people will benefit off of it, and it's just unfair. Like, either way, it's just unfair. So we're going to have to make a big decision and stick by it, and we just need to be patient though. Like, obviously this is going to, like we say, this is going to last for a lot longer than what is projected. Just need to sit tight and find a new hobby in the house, because we can't even leave the fucking house.
No, and now what can you do?
It's mad. It's like fucking World War II.
It is.
I've never nanned out like this before in my life. Like, obviously, was the Berlin Olympics in 1933 got cancelled or something because fucking Hitler was fucking bombing shit. Like, it's like that. I've never known like sporting events to get cancelled on this scale before in my life.
Nah. And in this day and age, it's unfathomable, isn't it? But now it's actually real life.
And a couple of weeks ago, we were just saying, it's only cold, man.
Yeah, not very good, man.
Sit in beds. Yeah. Like, now it's like a fucking worldwide pandemic. Like, people, like thousands of people are dying across the world, and like sporting events are cancelled and shit.
Went up to 21 dead off the coronavirus in the UK.
Did it not double overnight?
Aye, so it was 10.
10 yesterday.
10 yesterday. This time last week, when I was at work, it was 2, and it reached 3 by the end of the weekend. And it went to 6 during the week. Now it's double figures that quickly. What do you think's going to happen in the course of the next month?
I know.
So some month's time we're going to be in football. So we're going to get a lot.
I think we're just starting it now. This is definitely just the start of it. So that, like you say, the sporting event's being cancelled for 1 month. That doesn't even fucking matter.
Ireland's pretty much in lockdown. Spain's in lockdown. Italy's in lockdown. China's still in lockdown. America's cancelled flights from the UK. You can't travel to America anymore.
We were the daft cunts that were saying on Thursday that we're going to go ahead. Thursday?
I know.
2 days ago, like, Premier League games are going ahead of schedule.
Aye,
just gone, mate. 50 pack out St James's Park, 52,000.
It's because of the money in that money. The Premier, it's all Premier League, Sky Sports, everything. That's all they care about.
Knackers, absolute knackers. Like, I thought before that, like, they should have been at least played behind closed doors.
Aye.
But then 5 minutes, 5 minutes after that announcement, 5 minutes after the announcement that games were going to go ahead as scheduled, Arteta's got it. Hudson-Odoi's got it. 3 of the Leicester players have got it.
Everton
can't play games. Can't play games even behind closed doors. It's done. It's dead. Like,
what didn't make sense to me was that Atletico Madrid being allowed to play at Anfield the other night, and 3,000 fans travelling from Madrid, which is now locked down, which at the time had thousands of cases. How are those fans that would travel over here, going to bars, going to clubs, going to the airport, going to restaurants, touching everything, coughing all over and celebrating? That just didn't make sense. That game should have been behind closed doors when Jurgen Klopp was having to shout at fans and tell them, put your fucking hands away. You fucking idiot.
You see the video of Prince Charles this morning?
No.
Like, he's just like, he got out his car and he went like shake like everyone's hands. He's like, oh, I forgot. Like people were like rejecting, people were rejecting Prince Charles' handshake. Like, he went and like people just looked at him like, really?
Like, you didn't want to touch this, you old bastard. Game over for you, man.
Then he went and did it like another like 2-3 times. He was like meeting people like as like the Royals do, like to shake everyone's hands in line. Like, you put it up and they were just like, no, Charles.
We just
put your hand away, Charles.
Obviously, we just went to view that house there, and then when I met the bloke, he was obviously showing around the house. He shook his hand. I was like, "Oh, I should have done that." Got me little hand sanitizer.
Got your hand in your pocket.
Got me hand sanitizer. Go back. Wow. Knee risks taken here. Like, I'll still end up with it. Like.
Definitely.
But so you've got a decision. Premier League. Do you call it off? Do you cancel it, or do you bring it back?
I wouldn't make a decision yet. It's how long it's going to be. Like I say, like China's pretty much through most of it. So if we're on like the last end of it by the 4th of April, maybe it's delayed again for another week or two, and then make a decision. Like for now, I'll just
make it August.
Yeah.
Sunshine.
For now, I'll keep it the way it is, and then obviously make a decision start to mid-April. Like if it's still bad by mid-April, just cancel it.
Aye.
Just fucking sack it off.
It'll be a lot worse. Well, mid-April, start of April will definitely be a lot worse. Mid-April, we may be getting better, but
but
it's
still like, what do we do? Like if we do cancel it, what do we do about league positions and stuff? Like
I can't wait for this meeting next Thursday to see what they come out with. Like,
yeah, no.
These countries are a million a year, so they better come out with something good.
But I just feel like they'll either rush into it or they'll just be too breezy about it, like they have been with everything else. Like, just
we've got it under control. Come April 4th, we'll take it from there. Thanks, lads. Productive meeting. Season 1.
So I don't really trust these motherfuckers, especially not in England. Like, it's just too slow. Why it's so laid back. Like,
we're making all the same mistakes that China and everyone made.
Yeah.
Where they weren't taking it seriously, they didn't react quick enough.
Boris Johnson's just like, everyone might as well get it, and then so.
Yeah, nah.
Fucking smack at that cunt, honestly.
People are going to die, so that's it.
Might as well just die, you know what I mean? Kill off the week. It's not the fucking Hunger Games, Boris. Jesus Christ, man.
Fucking hell.
Like, just give it time, but if we do cancel it, that's going to be another decision made. Like, there's just going to have to be so many meetings to work this out. Like, are Liverpool going to be crowned, or Norwich going to get relegated, or West Brom going to get promoted? What the fuck are we going to do? Like,
at least Newcastle on the relegation zone.
I know, we're alright.
We should be alright. But that obviously leads on to answering the Champions League question, pretty much the same in it.
Yeah.
You can't bring the players back for one tournament.
I know. You can't crown anyone either.
You can't, again, with the likes to be fair, I think Spain being on lockdown now, in a month's time, they will be a lot better, you'd imagine.
Yeah.
But still, like, there's still a lot to come back from. And other countries like Juventus and that, how are they going to be? How are they going to be playing? But I think those countries will get better. So the UK is going to get worse because we're nothing compared to those at the minute. But it's a matter of time, I think.
We're going to win the FA Cup though.
We are. I'm waiting for them to announce it.
Scored the most goals. Apparently that's the way it's
most goals in history. Us, Newcastle United, give the trophy to us.
That's it. 11 goals this season.
Tight man. That's why
more than anyone else.
Replacement.
I know most of them were against fucking Rochdale Oxford in replays. Like,
didn't have to be the Premier League team to win the FA Cup. History makers.
Like, we're just as bad as like Liverpool. Like, they've waited 30 odd years to win a league. We've waited fucking 60 years to win anything. And now we're just gonna just coronavirus. You have it. I wouldn't even want to win it that way. I feel fucking.
It'd be like, because you wouldn't even get that over fans. You'd be like, we won the FA Cup in 2020. But no, you didn't. You didn't even get past the.
Can you imagine like the rest of the other fans, particularly like the Mackhams, if we were like, we won the FA Cup that season, didn't we? I'm like, did you fuck?
See us otherwise on the cup.
Right,
Picture see otherwise.
Lascelles has got it, you know what I mean?
I know what's going on here. So, what happened was
Mike Ashley.
Brucey and the Newcastle were the first people to ban handshakes and everything in the training room. Remember that?
Yeah, it was.
Where that was still in the piss take stage, so everyone was just like,
everyone was like, what the fucking doing that for?
And then what's going to happen is kind of the Hunger Games. Survival of the fittest. It's going to end up being like Newcastle versus someone else in the final. Whoever's got fit players.
Whoever's got the best team.
Who's got fit players left is going to survive. So that's Man City. Benjamin Mendy's been involved. They're out there. That skips us to the semi-final. Semi-final, we get Norwich. Tim Krul lets one in. Final, there's no one else there. Newcastle turn up.
Win by default.
Default at Wembley. Lovely stuff. Something like that. And then, well, we've covered the Euros as well, haven't we? Where we've said that's definitely getting postponed until 2021, isn't it? I don't mind as much if the Premier League starts again. Like I say, there's games over the summer up until June, July.
As long as we've got something to just ease way into.
Yeah, something to do, really. Euros is definitely getting done until 2021 because there's no way that can continue. For the first time I've ever played across 12 countries.
It would be bizarre, Europe. But even if it was like meant to start when scheduled by June, like it should be alright by then. It should have gone by then.
Be on the low by then, but it'll still be here.
Still be here,
especially in certain places. Like obviously England, we're going to travel to Rome, depending on where they finish in the group. Yeah. I think it was Rome or Dublin was the outcomes that we could face, and then in the knockout stages. So that's not happening. Both of those countries are on lockdown. And obviously you're talking a couple months ahead, so it will have calmed down by then. The virus can't survive as much in higher temperatures, but it's still definitely going to be lurking around. There's still going to be a lot of people that have got it and could catch it. So it's going to be a long time before this virus has gone anywhere. Do you know what I want's back in? Or he wants out maybe. I'm going to wonder.
Yeah, no call back.
Make sure you didn't catch the corona while you were there, son.
Let me bring that shit in here.
Well, there's 20 minutes in, like we've covered everything, haven't we? What's next for football?
I know. There's
We'll
no
wait and see,
answers.
really.
Like, we haven't got the answers.
No.
Like, we are just sitting waiting patiently, like everyone else, waiting to find out on the edge of our seat.
Alright, this time next weekend we should hopefully have a bit more information once that breaks.
Come Thursday,
We'll do a reaction to it. But for me, it should start up again in about the end of April, May.
Yeah.
And then continue until...
Because there's only 9 league games.
Make up for that last 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Carried on until July, end of June, July. Players can have a few weeks off back in August at the start of pre-season. Happy days.
Like, we've got 9 league games, even if we can like squeeze it into maybe it's like a 7 or 8 week period, like
you could play 2 games a week.
Couple of midweek games.
Championship teams play Tuesday, Saturday.
Yeah.
Man United play Thursday, Sunday. Like you could do it.
So come like at the end of May, squeeze the league in like about a 7 week period. And then what we're going to do with like, the FA Cup and the Champions League and stuff, that's just another question.
That's true, like, because you're only playing 3 games a week, aren't
you?
you?
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't really...
We've got advantage, though. Man City can play Tuesday away to Madrid, Wednesday in Newcastle, Saturday in the Premier League.
We've got them twice now.
Aye, well, we've got to go travel that. Yeah, haven't we?
Away game and...
I think we probably won't do that, but we have to now. I'll be craving football.
I'll be fucking going to every game right now. I'll be getting to Bournemouth, I'll be getting to Brighton.
I had in mind the 11-hour coach trip to fucking Bournemouth.
I'll bike there. I'll fucking bike there.
May as well start now. Camp all the way down. Let me know what you would do or what you think will happen. Bit of both, eh? Subscribe to my Pie Channel TV. Take care of yourself. Still enjoy yourself.